Hello everybody and welcome back to another tips and tricks video for One Piece Burning Blood. My name is Silvokiji or Silvokiji, whoever you prefer, and this is the Zone Game & Go. You can find this on YouTube by typing in the Zone Game & Go or typing in the Zone Game & Go Silvokiji&Rohawk. Okay, for this tips and tricks, we're going to be talking about Overheat belonging to Doflamingo. This is more of an overview of Overheat rather than the tips and tricks of involving Overheat, to go up against it as well as play with it in a way. I'm not a Doflamingo main, nor do I actually play as the character religiously. That's why it's been so difficult to actually make a guide with this character actually in it. But do not worry, because I do have footage of some Doflamingo combos, so a guide for Doflamingo will be coming soon. But I want to get Overheat out of the way so I don't have to talk about it in the actual guide when it does come out. Okay, so in order to do Overheat, you press L1 square or your special attack button, wherever that may be, to actually use it. The move itself doesn't deal that much damage, but it knocks the opponent a pretty decent spot away, even if it is done in close range. So basically, it's a really good getaway tool. At max range, it knocks the person further away, but looking at the HP, I think it's about 20%, maybe a 20%, 25%. I would say 20% in terms of like damage. Actually, it's 15. What am I talking about? So it's very weak. It's possibly one of the weakest range attacks in the game, or projectiles. Now the move is misinterpreted. People find this move as a projectile, but I think there's an official name for it. I don't know if it's called middle projectile or extended projectile. It's from a game that I previously played. But basically what I'm saying is that this move itself is technically not a projectile. It's a physical projectile. There we go. Yes, it's a physical projectile. Meaning the move itself doesn't decimate when it clashes with other things. Instead, it will do an offset. So, basically what that means is that if another character was to use a physical projectile or tries to hit Overheat, there's a possibility that it will offset if done at the right time, backing both the players out. Now, this is a good and a bad thing for Doflamingo. For one, usually when you caught in the groove using Overheat, you might go ahead and try to do that step forward combo after Overheat, or possibly, you just forget altogether and just get retaliated against, or you just knock your opponent too far away for you even, think about anything. But as a player, as the opposing player, if you actually do offset this, it's good for you since you're at a decent place away, and you can kind of retaliate with bringing another character or kind of helping out. It kind of breaks Doflamingo's game there. Now, this move is also valued as being one of the best in his arsenal because it is used to extend combos and basically cause those 50-60% combos that Doflamingo players know and love. Now, besides the weakness of being able to offset this Overheat, this move does have an availability to destroy physical, or not physical projectiles, destroy non-physical projectiles. So like, a nail scrap can destroy that pretty easily, and especially the fact that since it is a physical projectile, you can apply Haki to the blast. So when you actually do this, a person isn't Loki status. If you hit them with this move, you can knock them out of it because it imbues Haki within the thread when you're actually sending out Overheat. It makes it pretty good, especially when you're trying to rely. Look how much it actually consumes when you actually perform it though. A good 50%, even if I do it like this, it's about 50% of my bar just from imbuing Overheat. Imbuing Haki with that Overheat. So that's something you have to watch out for when performing. So when you're actually going against your opponent, when they have Doflamingo, you look at his character, make them use that ability as much as possible, because even if they do hit you out of that Haki, that Logi, with that Haki, you can get a fast wake up and pressure them, because once Doflamingo uses his ability, he pretty much cannot do any of his stuff, because none of his stuff blinks properly without the use of Conqueror's Haki. Okay, so another thing about Overheat is that the range of it, not the range, but the area of it. The area of Overheat is kind of like an up-down square, so yes, Chopper will still get hit despite him, being super under it. And it also works as an anti-air, so if the person can jump, no character can jump above it. So basically, if he does the move and you are in the air, you will get hit. So it can work as an anti-air, works as ground move, works as destruction, very good against Logi-based characters, so it has a lot of pro points for it. The only real big cons is that the move itself can be offsetted, it can be Conqueror's Haki, as most things are, pretty easy to Conqueror's Haki actually, and the big thing about it is that it is super delayed. So if this move actually misses, if you actually dodge the Overheat, like as soon as he swings it, if you dodge this moment, you're looking at 3 seconds of accessible butt kicking that you can deliver on Doflamingo. You can go get a good position, go to behind the character, start a combo on him. There's nothing you can do after that. There's no chain really after this, except for the step up that most people do. So you have an opportunity to kind of go in. Okay, so that's basically it, guys, about Overheat and kind of like the tools and stuff you can use with Overheat, as well as the pros and cons for the action moves. Like, I'm not going to demonstrate the combos with Overheat, simply because this is just the tips and tricks of Overheat. Yeah, that's basically it. In all news, remember, the tournament's going to be November the 21st. I will be in it. A couple other people will be in it. Pretty good players as well. And enjoy playing One Piece Burning Blood.